Advertise.
What's happening?
Hi, everybody.
Date with METTATON. Oh dear. Always these spaces. Why does it always have these extra spaces?
Oh my god, who's got a vehicle with 500,000 miles on it?
Someone who takes very good care of their vehicles.
It seems so.
But just think of all the maintenance they'd have to put into it. 500,000 miles.
And nipples.
I forget how many meters that would be. Or kilometers.
Isn't it like 1.2 or 1.5 to the other? I don't know. I don't know what the conversion is. So what are you playing tonight, honey?
I am playing something called Dancing with a Beautiful Robot.
I love the glaring light on Lady Deadpool's crotch. Really can't look away from that.
I'm sure you can't, dear.
It's almost like you're censoring yourself. And rightfully so, my goodness.
There we go. Okay, well, I'm just gonna stick with going on a date with METTATON. Come join me. Now, the only thing, guys, the only thing is this game is not, it will not go windowed for whatever reason, which is kind of weird. So once I start this up, I may have a hard time seeing you if you say hi or anything. So, good times indeed. Good times indeed. But we will be going on a date with METTATON tonight. Let's see how that goes, because he was kind of annoying. Oh my. Please enter your name, darling. Ah, it won't let me do my full one. Okay, so we'll go with Cabot. Hey, thank you. How do I wish to be addressed?
Her Highness.
Supreme ruler of nightmares.
Nipple splurge.
Alright, Mr. Bluepick. I will refer to you as Nipple Splorch from now on. Under a bright pink cherry blossom tree, a humanoid robot goes down on one knee in front of a human woman. His hair always sways in the wind as he begins to speak. I love you. Since the day I met you, you've brought so much light into my life. I cannot hold these feelings inside my chassis anymore. Your phone rings and you groan, prying your eyes from your laptop screen for a moment to search for the object. Right in the middle of the climax. Oh my. Oh, Robotron, I love you too. The woman begins to cry and hugs the robot melodramatically. I'm regretting this already. I knew nothing could separate us. Not even a premature oil leak.
Oh my god. Mixer still thinks you're playing Soma.
Alright, well, Mixer needs to get
your shit together, Mixer.
Yeah, get it together, Mixer. Go home, you're drunk. You stop searching for your phone and look back at the screen, chuckling at the choice of words. Wow. I know, premature oil leaks, they're...
Look, there's nothing wrong with them.
Men get so embarrassed by them.
No.
Excuse me, robots. Robots get so embarrassed by them.
My shiny metal ass.
I mean, it's all a learning experience. You learn how to work around it. You use other things besides your penis. Or, excuse me.
Wow. This is definitely an 18+ stream.
I always mark my streams 18 plus for just this reason. The phone keeps ringing, and you tisk. Ugh. As you grab it, finally answering the call. The couple on the screen is now crying in each other's arms. How does a robot cry? Hello? Hey, Gabbett, it's me, Emmett, the new secretary. Oh, hey, what's the matter? You turn back to the laptop screen where the couple are making out as fireworks blow off in the distance. I'm sure that's not the only thing blowing off. Damn it, you missed the beginning of the kissing scene. Here's a meeting. Now Robotron's carrying the woman in his arms as his legs turn into rockets. Gabbett, you still there? You blink and pause the video as you can so you can concentrate on the call. Yes, sorry, I was watching the new show on Channel 12. Oh, the new show? They've really outdone themselves, right? He chuckles as you look at the paused video, now stopped at a still of Robotron's butt. Well, of course it's perfect. He's a robot. You can make it look however you want. It's not like you gotta work at it. I'm not sure the boss will be very happy about it. You think? A chuckle leaves your mouth as you imagine your boss's reaction. The new show is clearly a bad imitation of his style. Emmett snorts, but then clears his throat. Well, I'm actually called to tell you that you've been summoned to a meeting. You furrow your brows at the unexpected information. I really hope Burger Pants is in this game. Burger Pants better be in this game. Developer, if I do not find Burger Pants in this game, I am writing you a very strongly worded letter.
It's going in the survey.
It's going in the survey. No, it's not. But I will find ways to express disappointment. Or maybe not. I don't know. It could be just that one thing that's disappointing. So, let's play and find out instead of rambling, shall we? You furrow your brows at the unexpected information. A meeting? When? Now? Right now? Looking at the clock in the far back of the dance studio, you sigh. You still have a few minutes before your break is over. Little son of a bitch. Who called the meeting? The boss himself? METTATON? Oh my. You arrive at the meeting place on time, but the boss isn't there yet. Your co-workers keep whispering between themselves, wondering why he called a meeting on such short notice. Only some of the managers of each sector at the MTT Enterprise are present. You greet them as you get in and sit on a chair beside Diana, who's eagerly waiting for you. Her silver hair is a beautiful mess, like always. Oh, she's cute! Do you have any idea what's happening? No clue. She sighs and goes to ask another new arrival while you watch her with amusement. Diana's curiosity always gets the best of her. Honey, you will find... Chill out. You'll find out in a minute. She's the manager of fashion design, one of the big sectors of the company. Some of the others include music, finances, publicity, and choreography. You're responsible for the latter. You've been working with METTATON for 2 years now. Your senior year of your college dance major. Lesbian dance theory? Anyway, the human world was shaken by the sudden news that monsters would now live on the surface. You had heard stories about monsters and how they used to live in harmony with the humans in the distant past. But now, that's all you thought there were. Stories. What are you watching over there? I can hear it.
It's you.
Why does it sound so high-pitched?
Because it's the way it was recorded.
What?
It was recorded that way.
What do you mean it was recorded that way? My stream is high-pitched?
No, it's picking up on my phone.
Oh, God.
Oh, relax.
Made me think there was something wrong.
There's nothing wrong. You're doing fine.
You heard stories about monsters and how they used to live in harmony with the humans in the distant past. So you thought they were stories. Did I already read that? Son of a bitch. But then monsters were everywhere and people couldn't ignore them anymore. The child ambassador, Frisk, was the one responsible for mediating the negotiations between monsters and humans. They made it possible for monsters to begin to integrate with the human world. It was then that the human world got to know METTATON, as he always wanted. The boxy robot took the entertainment industry by storm and began to quickly gain popularity among humans with his YouTube videos. You were delighted by his humor and charisma and decided to make your final college choreography project about him. A tribute, if you will. Some of your professors hadn't approved of your choice. The prejudice clear in their words as they evaluated you. But not even 2 days had passed before you received a call asking if you were interested in meeting METTATON.
The Magnificent.
METTATON, ton. You thought it was a prank, but you jokingly agreed anyway. Only a second later, someone knocked on your door, and it was the robot himself, unmistakable in his boxy form. He then asked your astonished self if you wanted to be his choreographer. He said he saw your very glamorous, his words, presentation, and that it was exactly what he wanted for his own shows. You agreed, and your life changed drastically as you began to work for METTATON. His popularity grew fast, and after a year he got his own prime-time show broadcast every weeknight. At first, most people were hesitant, but they soon accepted the boxy robot in his shows, and you got used to his charisma and dramatic personality in your life, the caring way he treated his fans and employees. Maybe too used to it. Okay. Burger Pants. The door slams open, briskly taking you away from your thoughts. I don't know how I feel about this. Hello, darlings. METTATON poses in the doorway in his EX form, his bright smile almost blinding you. I don't know. Almost reminds me of Steam-Powered Giraffe a little bit. Which, by the way, guys, check them out. Because they're really good. And their music videos are fantastic. I enjoy Steam-Powered Giraffe. Did you miss me? Your coworkers cheer and you chuckle. He has his office clothes on, but that doesn't mean it's any less flashy. You can almost swear he has glitter on his collar, but that's nothing extraordinary coming from your boss. Glitter everywhere. As he enters the room, some coworkers can't help but swoon at the sight of him. Swoon. He has that effect on both people and monsters, and it's obvious in his expression that he loves it. I'm ecstatic to see all my lovely managers here. As always, he glances at you and winks. You smile back at him. You wink as well in response, and he grins, seemingly satisfied with your reaction. So, darlings, the reason for this impromptu meeting is quite simple. I'm sure you are all well aware of the show Channel 12 just aired. He grins, but his bright eyes flash bright red for a split second. He clears his throat. Ahem. The pathetic attempts of imitating me are getting irritating, to say the least. We need a new performance for next weekend, one that will show them the real MTT show. Burger Pants. He looks at his stunned employees. I'm all ears, darlings. After a moment of silence, people raise their hands in a rush and begin to talk over each other, trying to get METTATON's attention. You sigh, pinching the bridge of your nose. It's always like this. We can make a play with bright pink costumes. METTATON waves his hand, scrunching up his face. That's too obvious. My MTT, the movie, XXXI was all about that. I want something new, darlings. Come on. A new lights, camera, Mettaton challenge. Diana shakes her head, leaning close to the person to whisper. It needs to be a performance. Oh. In the middle of the chaos. Chaos!
Careful how many times you say that.
Shut up. In the middle of the chaos! You look out the window, watching the buildings shine under the morning light. Your eyes widen slightly when an idea crosses your mind. Looking back at the commotion, everyone is still talking over each other. You speak up. Should you speak up or not interrupt? Raise your hand. Since everyone is talking, you might as well say your piece too. With a deep breath, you raise your hand. Here goes. Mettaton's eyes light up as they lock onto you. Yes, beautiful. Speak up. You can feel everyone's gaze on you, and it makes you falter for a moment. You lock on your own eyes on Mettaton's pink ones and focus. We could make a show that has some of your old songs. Then, at the end, we release a new one showing a different side of you. Seeing him paying attention to what you have to say gives you the courage to keep going. That way we can show them what the MTT show really is and what it can be. He lets out an interested hum. Ho-hum. And what kind of new song do you mean, darling? You stop, cursing inwardly. You didn't think that far ahead. Sifting through your scrambled thoughts, you try to think of something as everyone's eyes are on you. A song with more romance. You suggest, almost letting out a sigh of relief at having an idea. Everyone knows you're quite fond of them. A smile lifts your lips as you remember that most of Mettaton's songs include romance. The other ones being mainly about himself. The robot laughs at your words. Is it too obvious? You spend a few seconds just smiling at each other when someone coughs. Let's make it more sensual. You freeze in place. What? Did you hear that right? Mettaton looks surprised for a moment, then he bites his lip. Oh my. Archie, Mettaton's human image consultant, continues with a smile. You've never used a sensual theme for humans before, Mettaton. Now can be the time. It'll be amazing for your image. Mettaton looks to the side as he thinks about the new idea, and everyone holds their breath with anticipation. You, on the other hand, swallow hard. Oh my. Mettaton had been playing it safe since he arrived at the surface, trying to test out the waters first. You yourself even advised him to do that exact thing 2 years ago. But Archie's right. If Mettaton makes a sensual song now, it'll be a total hit. All about the TNA. The only problem is you'll have to make a sensual dance for your boss and actually teach him the dance. Just thinking about it has your stomach flipping in a mix of excitement and embarrassment. You mentally cross your fingers, hoping Mettaton would prefer something else. When he glances at you, and by the look in his eyes, you know you've lost. He turns to the others, grinning. I love it! You sigh as your coworkers celebrate, clapping excitedly. Diana smiles, giving you a look, and you do your best to ignore her, as I have failed to ignore my itchy forehead. Kitty cat! Hello, Josie Beans. Hi, baby. Mettaton laughs, the sound of it standing out amongst the commotion. Come on, up here. Come here. Come here, kitty cat. You are not going to jump on my desk, are you? Up here. All right, beauties. We have 1 week. Let's create the most fabulous, blazing, and sensual performance in the human television world has ever seen. That will require naked people.
Yay.
Let's get to work, darlings. The others cheer and you give a nervous smile as you look around. Everyone is already leaving the room. Work has to be done. You begin to follow Diana out the door when a certain someone stops right in front of you, blocking the way. METTATON smiles down at you, his metal skin shining with the bright light coming from outside. See, I don't know. Would it be painful? Would it, like, pinch on the way in? I don't know. Wait a moment, darling. I need to talk to you with my most prized choreographer. Diana waves goodbye at you, and you watch as she and the others go back to their work, leaving you alone with your boss. He walks a step forward, and you swallow dry, doing your best not to take a step back. I am a horrible human being. METTATON chuckles as he analyzes your face. Why do you look so nervous? You've been a huge help in the past with your glamorous choreography, darling. I know you can do it. You bite your lip, not wanting to tell him that's not really the problem. Alright, what I'm going to say might cheer you up. You arch one eyebrow, curiously filling your mind as METTATON strides even closer to you and whispers in your ear. At the end of the week, I'll give you a surprise. Something you've been wanting for a long time. Oh my. Your heartbeat speeds up in response to his closeness. What is it? You have no idea what he means. The way he said it was oddly suggestive, making your heart hammer in your chest. And that can't be good for your health. METTATON just smirks at your question as he takes a step back. You'll have to wait and see, beautiful. He then winks and touches your shoulder as he leaves, fingers lingering on your skin. Toodles. Left alone in the meeting room, you hear his footsteps going further away. You take a deep breath. 1 week, you can do this. But as you glance at the empty doorway where your boss had just been a moment ago, his words repeat in your mind like a broken record. What does METTATON have in store for you? Before going to work the next day, you read for the 10th time a bunch of internet articles with titles like, Are you falling for your boss? Don't dip the pen in company ink. After the events from yesterday, you decide you need to be careful, especially if you're going to be professional when making the choreography for METTATON. But even if the articles promise 100% efficiency when giving tips not to fall for your superior and say it's definitely going to work, subscribe for more. They don't help to calm your nerves. Although they do tell you that you probably just hold your boss in high regard and advise you not to overthink it, as if it's that easy. Speaking of, like, follow, subscribe. Deep inside, you know that what you feel is something else, and it worries you even more since the feelings could make you lose your job. After some bad experiences with employees dating in the company, and one event where, in order to woo someone, a monster employee flexed his muscles so hard it blew out all the 9th floor windows, METTATON's friend Dr. Alphys and Archie, his image consultant, suggested that he implemented a romance ban in the workplace. Or in the office, following the example of some Japanese companies. Alphys actually looked more excited about people secretly breaking the rule. Oh, Alphys. It'd be just like anime, she whispered with shining eyes. Since at that time, METTATON was still trying to make a name for himself in the human world, and window-breaking scandals would be bad for the company's image, the ban was implemented. METTATON didn't like to fire anyone because of this rule, but it had happened before. Why are you waving at me? Alright. Mr. Bluepick is losing his mind. It's okay. 2 years later, you know some employees date in secret, like Dr. Alphys predicted, but fortunately, no more windows have been broken since then. People and monsters wonder why. The screen is all black for this very, very long interlude. People and monsters wonder if the rule also applies to METTATON. It's one of the main questions around the company. The majority think it does. But wonder why he would want to date an employee when so many models and pop stars are fighting for his attention. Either way, no one wants to risk it. However, it doesn't help that METTATON is flirtatious by nature. He either doesn't know or doesn't care about personal space. It can be very touchy-feely. You always try to stay professional and not let it interfere with your job. Even if his flirting is constant. METTATON hired you as his only choreographer and he's counting on you. You know, you can't let him down, but it's getting harder and harder to keep your cool near him. With each passing day in sensual choreography, won't make it any easier. There we go, background. You're stretching in your studio, getting ready to dance when your phone beeps, signaling a message has arrived. Signalizing! This is way better than signaling. Signalizing. Looking at the screen, you see it's from METTATON. Hello, darling. Are you busy this morning? May pay you a visit later. XOXO. Your heart beats faster at the thought of being alone with your boss again after what happened yesterday. What could he want? Your phone rings, almost making you jump. That is a lot of pink. A lot of pink and salmon. When you look at the name displayed on the screen, you see it's Diana. With a deep breath to calm your nerves, you accept the call. Hello? Hey, Cabot, do you have some free time? You think back to the message your boss sent you and bite your lip. Why? I need to discuss the costumes for the show with you as soon as possible. Maybe you can help me out with something. Can you meet up at the conference room now? You rub your neck as you think. If you leave the studio now, METTATON might appear and you'll lose the opportunity to talk to him. But if you don't go, you won't get to help Diana with costumes. You know what? We're going to go ahead and go to the conference room. Because he said may and later. You go to the meeting room and sit down on one of the chairs looking over the shining buildings as you wait for Diana to arrive. The fashion segment of the MTT company is a big one since your boss adores human clothes as a fashion icon on the surface. Most people who work there are alright, Diana being one of them, but some think they're better than the other segments because they design clothes for METTATON. You do your best to just ignore them. Thinking about life, Cabot? You turn around and see the fashion manager and Lion, her monster intern, near the door. Always. She snickers, entering the room along with Lion, his blue dress standing out in the pink room. Aww! He wore the dress! You guys will have to go back and watch my Undertale to get what I'm talking about, because you're hearing references to burger pants and the lion in the blue dress. And how are you? Is the project giving you trouble? You smile and wave at Lion. He nods, looking away as a blush appears on his face. You know he's still shy around humans. Diana sighs at your words, waving your hand. I'm almost passing out from exertion, but I'm fine. Let's not talk about it. Thanks for meeting up today. I really need to start making the costumes as soon as possible. Straight to the point, she gives you a sketchbook full of drawings of METTATON and the backup dancers' clothes. Some parts are full of question marks and confused scribbles. You know this isn't my specialty, right? Alright guys, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to... Hi, Mr. Blinks-a-Lot! Yeah, this still says Soma on Mixer, but that's okay. Alright. Sorry guys, just checking my chats because I want to make sure I'm saying hi to folks and everyone, so, you know. There we go. Okay. Oh, okay. And when did I start? Played 31. Okay, I've only been at it for a half an hour. Okie dokie. She rolls her eyes, sitting down by your side, her intern doing the same. Is he rolling his eyes too? Why don't we get to see Lion in his pretty blue dress? Oh, shush. I always love your advice. You chuckle, grabbing the sketchbook from her. All right, so what do we need help with? Well, I was thinking about making some highlights in Mettaton's hair and chest plate. She points out some parts on Mettaton's costume. You know, to fit the whole new Mettaton idea. But I can't decide which color they should be. What do you think? Lion here suggested blue, since he thinks Mettaton looks great with the color. You hum as you stare at the drawing and imagine Mettaton wearing the outfit. I mean, it would be different. Because they are looking to show that everything, you know, the real MTT. It isn't a bad image at all. The performance calls for something new, but still sexy. Red. Lion widens his eyes and Diana watches the exchange with interest. Red? Why not pink? Ugh, pink is too obvious. You smile at him, indicating a meeting room with your hand. The majority of the details are pink. Mettaton is known for his pink obsession. We need something new, and red is the color of lust, passion. Diana thinks for a moment before grinning at you. And you said you're bad at this. I love it. Red it is. You contemplate telling her that you actually didn't say you were bad, but let it pass with a smile as she jots down notes on the sketchbook. You spend some time working on the details of Mettaton's and the dancers' outfits with Diana, her intern always observing everything with interest. Losing yourself in thoughts of your boss wearing the outfit, you don't realize it's already noon until Diana mentions it. She tells Lion to go on ahead and then turns to you with a concerned face. Hey, about the dance. She hesitates for a moment and you arch an eyebrow. Yes? Are you okay with the theme? I'm fine. You answer quickly and it's her turn to arch a brow at you, making you sigh. I just don't want to lose this job. Just don't stare too much at his legs and you should be okay. You give a weak laugh. You know that's basically impossible. Yeah. You laugh quietly together. You laugh having a hint of desperation in it. Don't worry about it. You're Mettaton's favorite little dancer. He wouldn't fire you. I'd even say he might like it. You roll your eyes at her suggestive expression. Oh, please, the band. Just stop worrying about the stupid band for a second, okay? You cross your arms, knowing you can't just forget about it. He fired Anthony and Jessica last year. Yeah, but they were basically stalking and harassing him, Cabot. You remember those two employees who wouldn't let Mettaton alone, always flirting and saying inappropriate things at the worst times? You pass a hand across your face, sighing once more. Thank you! Hey, we can do this. She puts a hand on your shoulder and smiles. Focus on the dance and let things happen. Just let it happen, Cabot. You accompany her to the door, her words etching into your mind as you leave the conference room. You wish things could be that simple. Alright. Okay. Beep, beep. I'm a sheep. There we go. Mr. Blinkslot. No mas? No mas? No mas. Okay. Kill. You see Burger Pants. Burger Pants! You don't actually see him, but Burger Pants! Carrying a box of ice cream as he passes by, but decide not to bother him since he's so focused. The guy works part-time in the company's cafeteria and does some cameos in Mettaton's plays. Your boss what told you? What's told you? Imagine Burger Pants would leave the job when they arrived at the surface, but the guy never left. You imagine it has to do with Mettaton offering him acting opportunities in his shows. Since then, Burger Pants seems to smile a lot more, and it's a different smile from that sarcastic one that's so characteristic of him. Just, oh wait, I can't. You can't see it because the mask. One of these days, guys. One of these days. For the rest of the day, you try to get some movements for the dance. METTATON's cousin, Nabstabluk, is working on the song for now. Nabstabluk! So you still don't know how the rhythm is going to be yet, but testing some steps will surely help accelerate the process of creating the choreography. Yeah, it's kind of hard to do choreography. I know you can probably tell from my physique, I'm not much of a dancer. Or not much of a fitness anything. That will change though. Eventually. Anyway. But yeah, if you don't have the beat to dance to, it's kinda hard. So putting some slow and fast-paced sensual songs in a playlist to give you the feel. Excuse me, the feeling of the performance, you begin to move along with the beat. You lose yourself for a moment, closing your eyes, but then the image of METTATON moving along with you invades your thoughts, making them shift to a dangerous, embarrassing path that makes your cheeks heat up, and you stop cursing inwardly. The day when you saw him in his EX form for the first time is still fresh in your mind. You went to his office to ask him about a show, but when you opened the door, your eyes locked on two long legs in pink boots. Your eyes slowly went up his new form as your astonished brain kept repeating, "Oh no, he's hot." "Oh no, he's hot." In a loop. METTATON still likes to remind you of that moment to this day. It's then that you begin to think that what you felt when he was around could be more than just admiration. You shake your head and sigh, breaking away from your thoughts and focusing on the dance. There's also then that you decided to push that feeling deep down for the sake of your job. Even if Diana told you it'll be okay, you can't help but worry. You still want to work with METTATON, to be with him, to feel him pinching things as they go. Anyway. Oh. Anyway, until now, you did your best to pretend that your heart didn't beat faster every time you saw him, or that his laugh didn't make you smile even when you were feeling down. But now you can't help but wonder if there's how you want things to be. Oh, Lord gracious, I am a little sleepy, guys. On the way to your job in the morning, you read some articles about current music tendencies. Since you work in the entertainment industry, you always have to keep an eye for new trends. One article talks about the rise of pop songs with provocative lyrics at the moment, and another discusses how monster music was getting more and more visibility. You smile at the latter. It's about time. Monsters are working really hard to insert themselves into the human world. Yes, I imagine they are. Oh my. It's like a nightclub out there. It's like high school. Everyone's just too damn awkward. Anyway. But prejudice is their greatest opponent. Just like high school. The company's corridors are bustling as you make your way to the sound department. Things are already getting chaotic. But it's always like this before a big event. Oh, dead mouse! Nabstabluk has their headphones in when they arrive at their studio. They asked you to meet with them to discuss the new song, and you promptly agreed. You need the music to base your choreography on it, so the faster it's ready, the better. You wave at Nabstabluk as you enter. Oh, he's so cute! Oh, hello, Cabot. They take their headphones off as they approach you. I'm glad you could come. You smile at them. The ghost is still shy around you, but it's much better than when you first met, and they turn invisible and every time you look at them. No problem. How's the song going? Okay, I guess. They float to their laptop and open a file. Music fills the room, and you move your head along with the beat. I made this bass a while ago. I was waiting for the best opportunity to use it. Still only the instrumental part, but you can feel the emotion in it. It's pretty great. You smile at them and they blink, their cheeks turning a light shade of blue. You think so? Thank you. I want to make some changes to fit the sensual theme better. They give you a pen drive, and before you can ask why, they continue. They put a sample of the song in it, so you can begin to work on the choreography. You get the pen drive from them with a smile, and it was really kind of them to think that. Think of that. Thanks, Napstablook. They nod, and you seem to hesitate for a moment before saying... My damn phone won't open. Which music genre do you think would be good for this song? Here we go. Do 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 do. The article you read pops into your mind as the song keeps playing. It has a suave beat to it. Pop is really trending at the moment. Maybe we should stick with it. What do you think, Napstablook? They give you a shy smile and nod. Oh, METTATON will like it. He loves singing pop songs. He sure does. You smile at the thought of METTATON singing, but thinking about him and the performance makes butterflies fly all around in your tummy. And you sigh at your lack of control over your emotions.
I got them working.
What are they? They look wireless earbuds?
Mm-hmm.
When did you get those?
Oh, God, ages ago. They're like this very cheap and generic pair. I'll show them to your viewers. But, yeah.
Yeah. They're like knockoff AirPods.
They're not even... No, these are before AirPods were ever released.
Oh, those are from before AirPods. Okay.
This
it's
was
old
like,
technology, children.
This is some random, nameless, ancient Chinese...
Ancient Chinese voodoo!
Yeah. Oh, and whatever you do, don't bring up the current human malware.
Oh.
You don't want to mention it by name.
Oh, no, I wasn't planning on it.
Because the overlords get very upset whenever the algorithms pick that up.
Yeah, no, I wasn't going to.
Okay. I was going to say the only safe way to describe it is human malware.
I mean, sick is sick.
Right, but it's picking up on it.
Oh.
It's cracking down on any content that has that involved.
Okay. I think I mentioned it like once, like a couple days ago, but...
Do you remember, really? Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yakety yakety yak. You smile at the thought of METTATON. Okay, yes. Are you nervous? Napstablook pulls you away from your thoughts, and you look at them with a raised brow. Nervous? They nod slightly, and you wonder if they somehow know how you feel about the performance. Because of their magic. They look at you with attention. Is the choreography troubling you? You let out a chuckle, shaking your head in a negative. That's not really the problem. Napstablook stays quiet for a moment as they seem to think. Is it because of the sensual theme? You almost splutter, but manage to compose yourself. No. To your relief, Napstablook continues as if nothing happened. METTATON's really excited about it. He told me he can't wait to see the dance you're making. You smile. Your boss is usually really impatient with things. It's always eager to see the final results. Are you going to dance with him? Me? You put a hand on your chest, taken aback by the question. Why the thought? How very dare you? Oh no, I was thinking about directing everything from backstage. Oh. They look away, pensive, and you arch one brow because... eyebrow. Curious at their reaction. Why? It's nothing. Seems like they don't... so there's something they don't want to tell you. Pressure them. Curiosity bubbles inside you and you can't help but try asking again, this time with more strength. What is it? You can tell me. Oh, METTATON won't be happy if I say it. Tell me! Now that they mentioned METTATON, you're even more curious. You can't help the eagerness inside yourself anymore. Please tell me! Napstablook looks at you in fright. Tears. Oh no! Oh no, I made him cry! No, Napstablook, I'm sorry. Hugs. Hugs, hugs, hugs. Oh, they fade away, leaving you alone in the studio. Your heartbeat drumming in your ears. Napstablook? All you get in response is silence and guilt settles in your stomach. They left. There's a knock on the door, and for a moment you wonder if it's Napstablook coming back, but a second later the door is thrown open anyway. Blookie dear, you here? At the sight of METTATON, the butterflies in your stomach go out of control, and you want to slap yourself. Oh, Cabot, what are you doing here? You give him a nervous smile. I was talking to your cousin. METTATON looks around, searching for the ghost. Oh, hello there. You hesitate for a moment before answering. They left. The robot seems concerned at your words. Maybe the situation is more than you thought. I'll go look for them. See you, darling. With a bad feeling in your chest, you leave after your boss and go back to your studio. With a sample of the song Napstablook gave you, you begin to create the main dance. The one METTATON will perform. This time you force yourself to imagine your boss dancing to the insinuative song to better create the moves. You bite your lip at the image but keep going. Why did they have to go with the sexy theme? How very dare they? You almost sigh as you move. It's indeed a great idea, but it doesn't make trying to say professional any easier. A shriek leaves your mouth when you almost trip over your own feet. You breathe down hard. The choreography, focus. Immersing yourself in the dance, you close your eyes and feel your body moving. You still have to go over the dance with METTATON and the backup dancers when you finish, so you have to work fast or it won't be ready for Sunday. Making a super elaborate routine in a week is crazy, so you stick with some strong movements at the right moments. Now, a couple hip thrusts, a couple shimmy shams, you know. You spend the day creating the choreography until the sun is almost hidden behind the tall buildings. As you get ready to leave for the day, the memory of Napstablook's crying face creeps into your mind, along with the eagerness to know the words he refused to say. He was hiding something from you, but what? It's early in the morning when you begin to dance again. You arrived home late yesterday, your body aching for sleep. Yet even though you were exhausted, you didn't sleep too well, too preoccupied with the choreography. And yet, even if you're tired, you have to push yourself today and finish the rough draft of the dance. Last night, Napstablook sent you to the instrumental to the song with the alterations, so it's easier to make the movements synchronize with each other. The day passes by without you noticing, the daylight slowly giving way to the dark hues of the night. You brought some snacks with you so you didn't have to leave the studio to eat, but your head is beginning to get heavy. But yeah, it's nighttime. You've literally been dancing from from dawn to dusk. So after going over the finished rough choreography, you sit down for a moment, watching the city lights shine from the large windows. Drinking a bit of water, you breathe deeply, catching your breath. I really need a 5-minute break. Oh, you need more than that, hon, if you're dancing that long. A whole day break, actually, your brain insists, but making you smile tiredly. You stretch and groan, feeling your muscles protesting. But you know this is all for a good case, a good cause. You can imagine METTATON's face when he sees the final dance. You hope he likes it. But something keeps puzzling you as the memories of the previous days fill your mind. What did he mean when he said that he'll give you what you've been wanting for a long time? Could just be his usual flirting, but you weren't sure. Hi, kitty cats. And more importantly, even you don't know what you've always wanted. Chill. Hi. Can you not give yourself a kitty concussion? The sound of the door opening gets your attention. You pause mid-stretch. Cabot, what are you doing here, darling? You turn around to see METTATON entering the room. You didn't even notice him approaching. Oh, hey, boss. I'm finishing choreography. Getting up quickly, you hiss a bit at the soreness of your muscles. Damn it, you're definitely tired. METTATON purses his lips as he watches you. Do you know what time it is? Sleep 30? You give him a tired chuckle, glancing at the clock on the wall. Late? Late. He approaches you, a determined expression on his face. Sit down, darling. You look to the sides, lost. What? Why? Sit. You bite your lip and sit on the ground. Now lie down on your stomach. Oh, my. With a nervous sigh, you do what he says and wait. For a moment, everything is silent, but then his fingers touch your back and you jump slightly. Ugh, it's just a massage. Relax, beautiful. Oh man, I wish I could get free massages. He sighs, shaking his head. Look at all these hard muscles, full of tension. And you feel the vision. You swear there's a movement on the other side of the door, but then METTATON's fingers press down harder on your back, and you close your eyes, having to fight back a moan. Oh my. The massage is doing wonders to your tired muscles, and it's difficult to concentrate. METTATON inches his face closer to yours, hands still massaging you. Do you want to know a little secret of mine, darling? You sigh as his fingers work on a knot. Sure. Something begins to vibrate on your back, and you gasp, glancing at him. METTATON's smirking at your reaction. Seriously, your fingers vibrate? That'll come in handy later. You ask in shock before putting your head down again. That was definitely Dr. Alpha's work. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. METTATON's laugh reverberates in the quiet room. Yes, darling, do you like it? You nod half-heartedly, feeling the tiredness of the day seeping into your bones. Your eyes flutter closed as his vibrating fingers work on your back. With each passing moment, you feel more and more relaxed. Cabot, you hear METTATON calling your name, but you're tired, so tired. Love, oh my. You try to answer, but your body doesn't obey you, and your mind gets more and more foggy until it all goes dark. Oh my. The sound of someone talking makes your eyes flutter open. You look around, you see expensive furniture. Why does he need a bed? He's a robot. And outside the large windows, you can see city lights stretching into the horizon. What? Your sleep-coated brain tries to process where you are, and after a brief second, it dawns on you that everything in the room is mainly pink. Even the bed you're laying on right now. METTATON. You sit up and turn around frantically, trying to find your boss, your heart speeding up in your chest. He's a robot. This place is probably his flat, the last floor of the MTT building. How the hell did you get up here? I couldn't let them there. You hear Mettaton's voice coming from the other room and freeze. He seems to be talking on the phone with someone, and you strain your ears to listen. No, they're sleeping. I know Alphys. I'll be careful. I won't say anything for now. Oh, so it's Dr. Alphys he's talking to. But you're more preoccupied with what he means with being careful and try to keep listening. Is it about the surprise? Now I have to check on them. Blow a kiss on Undyne for me. You're at a loss for a moment at the mention of the name. But then remember the strong fish woman that was with Alphys in one of Mettaton's shows, and a nod to yourself. That Undyne. It isn't easy to forget about her and her fierce personality. Oh, darling, you're finally awake. Jesus. Mettaton enters the room and you gape at him, breath getting caught in your throat. He's dressed in a pink faux fur coat and some shorts, and he looks completely amazing. The lighter pink tone bringing out his eyes. 'Cause pink. Mettaton gazes at you, and you quickly avert your eyes, trying not to stare. You had me worried for a moment, dear, blacking out like that. Ah, yes, that's how you got here. You fell asleep while he was giving you a massage. How unprofessional. How unprofessional? He was giving you a massage after you danced all day. Of course you fell asleep. Boo. You feel your cheeks heat up and get up from the bed. His bed, you notice, biting your lip. He's a robot. He doesn't need a bed. I should go now. Thank you for helping me out there, boss. You head for the bedroom door, head dipped low in embarrassment. It's really late, darling. Why don't you spend the night? Your eyes grow wide at these words and you stop. Did he really just say that? Your mind fills up with the ideas of what he could be implying, but you shake your head. I don't want to be a bother. Oh, you never bother me, Cabot, darling. You bite your lip, pondering for a moment, your mind divided between staying and leaving. It'll be dangerous to go home now, but there's also the romance ban. Someone sees you here, it'll be a huge scandal. But you can also risk leaving really early in the morning when no one has arrived in the building yet. It's a tough decision. Stay. You give him a little smile, looking at the couch on the other side of the room. I'll sleep on the couch, son, if you don't mind. I'll leave really early in the morning. He smiles, his eyes almost shining with excitement. Oh, don't worry about that, beautiful. As you go to the couch, you see some pink diaries on the floor you didn't notice before. What are those? Mettaton's eyes widen a fraction before he rubs his neck. Ignore them for now. I really want to share it with you, but it's better to wait till after this chaos is over. Your curiosity is eager to know more, to discover more things about him, but you're aware that it's better to wait and respect his time. Alright, is this part of the surprise? Mettaton shakes his head and chuckles. Oh no, beautiful, that surprise is something else. You bite your lip, wanting to know more, but he won't spill anything until the end of the week. Mettaton grabs a pillow and some covers for you and puts them on the sofa. Want to watch some TV, darling? You know, it'll take some time to digest the information that you're going to sleep in your boss's flat, then relax enough to actually do it, so you nod. Sure. You expect Mettaton to go back to whatever he was doing after turning the TV on, but the robot sits down by your side, not making your situation any easier. You breathe deeply, relax, just act natural. You try not to glance at his form by your side, at the way his coat is opening more and more, revealing his metal skin. And focus on the screen. One of Mettaton's plays is on air, and you smile as the plot comes back to you. I remember this one. It's a story about the journey of Frisk in the underworld until they destroyed the barrier. The child ambassador even participated, portraying, well, themselves. They told you one time in secret what happened in real life wasn't exactly like in the play, which ends with METTATON helping Frisk break the barrier with his powerful voice. METTATON laughs as he appears on screen in a beautiful blue dress, quite similar to the one Lion usually uses. Oh yes, this is one of my favorites. You end up watching the play together. He still knows the lines and acts them out for you, making you laugh and forget about your nervousness around him. You don't know when your thighs begin touching, but they're too comfortable to move. METTATON's metal skin emits some sort of heat that relaxes your still tired body and makes it hard to pay attention to the TV. It's at the final fight with Asgore when your eyes get heavy for the second time today and you close them for a brief moment. Bright light makes you flutter your eyes open. You notice with a hiss that your head is on something hard and move, looking up. Your breath gets caught in your throat when you see you leaning on METTATON's chest. You put a hand over your mouth, suppressing a gasp, as the memories come back to you. You must have fallen asleep while watching TV, but why didn't METTATON go back to his bed? You can hear your rapidly beating pulse in your ears as you try not to freak out. If someone sees you right now, the scandal will be real. But why would anyone be in his flat? I mean, it's his flat. METTATON consider this some sort of flirting and fire you? You aren't sure, so you quietly begin to move away from the sleeping robot. He's a... Does he really need to sleep? There's a little sound similar to the one computers make when they are initializing and you freeze. METTATON blinks a couple of times. He looks around until his focusing eyes settle on your mortified ones. He smiles, not seeming bothered at all by the position you are both in right now. Oh, hello, darling. The sound of his voice makes you come back to your senses and you begin to get away again. But in your rush, you lose your balance and end up leaning on the heart plate on his stomach for support. METTATON lets out a breathy gasp and you feel your face heating up instantly at the sound. You quickly remove your hand and resume getting away from him, putting some distance between you two. METTATON looks away for a second and you see the heart is brighter than it was before. But then the robot clears his throat and the light is gone. So, did you sleep well? You snap your head to him and shake your head in embarrassment. I am sorry, boss. I shouldn't have stayed. He puts a hand on your arm and gives it a comforting little squeeze. Have it, darling. Calm down. It's okay. Part of you is happy that it doesn't seem like he's going to fire you for this, but the other one can't calm down. If you leave now and someone sees you, it'll definitely look like a walk of shame out of your boss's flat. Unfortunately, it wouldn't be one your mind insists, and you almost nod in agreement before furrowing your brows. Now is definitely not the time for this. Looking at the clock on the nightstand, you let out a worried sigh. You slept too much and now people will be roaming around the building. You should have left earlier when no one was around. I'm sorry, this isn't something an employee should do. If someone sees me here, it can ruin the whole show. It's difficult to look METTATON in the eyes when you talk. He looks at your sorrowful expression with his eyebrows furrow in worry. Oh, darling, I consider you much more than my employee. You look at him in amazement. What does he consider you then? He continues before you can ask. And I already said it's okay. No one will see you here. METTATON gets up from the couch, going to his closet. Now, you keep some spare clothes in your studio, right? You see him slip off his coat through the open door and breathe down hard. Yes, I do. Grabbing his suit from the wardrobe, METTATON puts it on swiftly. So why not, beautiful? I'll go get your clothes and you can take a shower before going to your studio. Your eyes widen and you shake your head as he calmly puts on his belt. No, it's okay. METTATON waves his hand. You were dancing all day. You need a shower, woman. Thing. No, I insist. It's the least I can do to help you. You bite your lip, knowing that arguing with him will be fruitless. All right, thank you, boss. It's a long thigh. I really want to tell you to call me by my name, darling, but I just love it when you call me like that. Boss. You tilt your head in confusion as he pauses in the doorway. Call you what, boss? Don't test me, darling. He winks and then he's gone, leaving you in the middle of the room, mouth slightly agape at his words. You shake your head with a smile. After 2 years working for him, he can still surprise you with stuff like this. Along with the clothes, Mettaton ends up bringing you a tray with breakfast. You're calmer when he comes back, but seeing him with the tray makes you smile from ear to ear and want to hide in a hole at the same time. How could you keep your cool around him if he keeps doing things like this? Like he specifically chose this week to make your life more difficult. That jerk. Thankfully, Mettaton doesn't seem affected by you practically sleeping on top of him yesterday and talks to you normally. Seems like you can keep your job for a bit longer. After taking a shower and eating breakfast, you have to go. Mettaton tells you to go first, avoiding any suspicion. Thank you, boss, for everything. Anything for you, love. You breathe in deeply, wishing you'd stop saying things like that and spare your heart. We have practice today. Don't be late like last time. Ugh, you can't hurry beauty and grandeur, darling. You sigh. He'll probably be late, and most likely because he'll be busy choosing an outfit in the middle of thousands of clothes he has. He kisses you on the cheek, catching you off guard. You blink a couple of times as he grins at you. I'll be there. You resist putting a hand over your cheek and nod. That's good. See you then. Alright, guys. It's been... let's see. It's been a little over an hour. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say this, but I am exhausted. We'll have to pick this up tomorrow. And, yeah. This actually turned out to be a lot more interesting than I thought it would be. So we will dance with more with a gorgeous robot tomorrow. And at least they mentioned burger pants. You can't have MTT without burger pants. You just can't. So, yes, anyway. Everybody, have a good night or a good day, depending on where you are. I love you all. Keep being awesome. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.